UConn women's basketball is coming off of a perfect 2-0 run at the Baha Mar Women's Championship. While down in the Bahamas, they defeated number 18 ranked Ole Miss. And this week, they have another challenge taking on number 22 ranked Louisville this Saturday at the Barclays Center in Brooklyn.
Well, I mean, anytime we play a really good team, it's going to be a great test. And I'm convinced that, the way Jeff coaches Louisville and how they compete, it's a game that you go in thinking we could very easily lose this because they're really, really good. So you want to go down there and I told them in the Bahamas, I said, I'm anxious to see whether or not we have like a killer instinct in us.
Before they get to Brooklyn, UConn has a roadblock in the form of Holy Cross College. Between their two high-profile matchup, KK Arnold is sure that UConn's focus is on their present matchup with the Crusaders.
Keep doing the same things that we've been doing. Don't take any team lightly. We still have the same objectives that we would against any other team, so scouting them and different things like that, and just stay focused in on, what things that we have to accomplish during that game. So.
One of UConn's biggest shortcomings last year was in their roster depth on the way to the Final Four. This year, return of players like Az Fudd and Jenna Al-Alfi has given UConn the options that they were sorely lacking last year.
We've kind of made a decision as a coaching staff. We're going to go to that second unit as much as we can because I think we've got a second unit that is technically, they're starters. Because, when Aubrey comes back, Aubrey used to be a starter, KK, Ash, you've got guys that are going to be really, I think, way different than what other people's second units are going to be. So,
in that we have so much more depth and we have such amazing players to kind of fill in, like if you're having an off shooting night, you have someone on the bench that can step in if needed. But I would definitely say you always want to produce your best and you always want to push yourself and kind of add that pressure yourself to constantly be better. But I think it does add a little less stress maybe than you would have experienced last year just because we didn't have as deep as a bench.
Ice Brady has been an important part of UConn's front court this season and has had a long road to get back to this level after her injury during the 2022-23 season.
Honestly, a lot of it was mental and a lot of it was my faith. I leaned on that throughout my injury and then also coming back and, just spending time with God and just, finding out who I was besides a basketball player. I feel like that was my hardest part because when I wasn't doing well, I felt like I didn't have an identity. So finding an identity outside of basketball.
UConn will look to remain unbeaten in their matchup with Holy Cross on Tuesday with the tip-off set for 7 p.m. from Gamble Pavilion. But for now, from the basketball capital of the world, I'm Matt Dimech, UCTV Sports.